Hey, how y'all doing tonight? This OW504 coming at y'all with another one. Oh my bad. Hold on. Good. Hold on. All right. Have a special guest with me tonight. His name is Johnny LA. I met this brother out in SDQ, and he had a good story, a unique story to share. And I wanted y'all to hear his story, firsthand from himself, straight from the horse's mouth. So we're about to get started in a moment. Before we do that, I want Johnny to introduce himself to the chat and give us a brief overview of who you are, where you from, and tell us a little bit about your travels.
Of course. Well, as
Of
everybody know,
course.
my name is Johnny.
As everybody know, my name is Johnny.
I am 29 years old.
I
I
am
grew up in
29 years
LA,
old.
Los
I
Angeles,
grew up in LA, Los Angeles,
moving back and forth for a
moving
couple of years.
back and forth for a couple of
Had
years.
a really rough childhood,
Had
and
a really rough
you
childhood, and
know, pretty much made it through.
pretty much made it
It's
through.
been a tough
It's
struggle,
been
and
a tough struggle,
I like
and
video games.
I like
I'm
video
big
games.
on
I'm
traveling.
big on traveling.
Actually, I think for me, traveling
For me,
started when I started
traveling
in
started
hospitality
when I started in hospitality
6 years ago,
6
and ever
years
since then, I
ago,
pretty much
and ever
just
since then, I pretty much just
traveled and went to
traveled
different
and
countries and
went to different
been
countries
exposed to a
and
lot. So
been
I've had
exposed to a lot.
a good
So
experience so
I've had
far.
a good experience so far. Okay, okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, what led you to want to start traveling? What intrigued you to start traveling? I mean, a lot of people who are avid travelers right now, someone either intrigued them or introduced them to the travel community, or something took place in their life to make them think, well, hey, I want to go traveling. I want to see the world. It's not something that's typical in our community where someone wakes up one morning and they're like, oh, I want to go to Colombia. Oh, I want to go to Brazil. Usually they have a mentor, so to speak, or someone they may look up to, or a family member that has traveled before that inspires them to make that move. And I'm wondering, um, oh, hold on. Someone in the chat says to turn your mic down a little bit because the echo is bad. I just read that.
Okay, so it was okay. What
So,
about now?
okay, what about now? Well, we're gonna see. They're gonna let us know once you start, talking again or whatnot. So, if you don't mind answering this question, what led you to start wanting to travel and see the world?
For me, honestly, what made me want to travel would basically be hotels. You know, it's hotel being a agent at the front desk. You meet so many people from all across the world. I started at a very busy hotel in LAX area. Obviously, with the airport, you're meeting different people. We have people that have been from the Islam, from of course Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, the Philippines, and so you meet so many different people. So these are things that are second nature to do. So for me, I ever since then I just was like, you know what, this is what I want to do. Also, we've had a lot of airline employees. They've given me stories, and so that's pretty much was like, you know what, this is what I want to do.
Okay, okay, that sounds great. That sounds great. So my next question is a question that everyone wants to know. Um, how did you meet this young lady who you're aspiring to marry?
So again, this my story is very unique. We have actually only known each other for 4 months, and we are going to be getting married. Obviously, with the coronavirus, this has kind of put a hold on things. We've never physically met in person, but we have video chatted, and I actually met her online.
Okay, now that's an interesting twist to the story. So, this young lady who you're engaged to or who you're going to marry, you've never actually physically met her in person, but you have video chat with her. So you do have confirmation that she is who she says she is.
Absolutely,
Okay, that
there's
works.
no
That
shadow on my
works. So
doubt that
that's
she's not who she says she is.
okay. That's great. Is there a huge age difference between the two?
So believe it or not, we're actually 2 years apart. So she's actually 27 and I'm 29.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's usually typical because a lot of the 9 Day Fiance casts that I've seen, in most cases, there's a huge age difference, and that's a concern for the families of the people in America as well the families, not so much as the family in the other country, because that's more commonplace there. I've seen age differentials on there as much as 20 years. There's one time there was a girl on there, she's about 20 years old, and actually the guy she was marrying, well, she was marrying, about to marry, he was ready for the old folks home. He was in his late 50s, and they were getting married. And that brought a huge concern up for the family in the states because they're like, okay, you're marrying this girl, and she's around the same age as your teenage daughter who's about to leave high school. So, with that being said, I mean, y'all around the same age. That's definitely not a problem there. That's a plus, because in most of those cases I've seen, there's a big age difference. So 27, 29,
Yeah.
y'all have
The
a
the
lot
the
in common.
other the other part of this story, and I'm gonna be a very honest. I don't like to sugarcoat. I'm a very, like I said, I like to keep things straight and simple. When I first met
Please.
her, I wasn't necessarily. She actually reached out to me, and a big thing from my past is that um, I really wasn't comfortable with was dating women with children. And part of that reason was because, of quality time. When you're building a relationship, that's hard because obviously the child comes first. And for me, I was very selfish at one point. Like I wanted that time. And there was a situation I was in with an ex from several years back that, remind you, prepared a reservation, paid money for a resort, did the whole nine, and then on the last day, the day of the trip, she canceled, and all that money pretty much went down the drain. And so it hit me hard, and I was angry for a very long time, and just because of that, I promised myself I wasn't going to do it again. But the more that me and her talked, I did develop feelings for her, and she's amazing. Like I said, at the end of the day, she has a beautiful personality, an amazing body. There's no fakeness. Everything is all natural to her. The only thing for her is her English is about 15%, but that's
Okay.
okay because there's English schools, and then even for me, like right now, I'm actually going to a school to learn Spanish. So these are things that that it never was meant to happen, but it did. I had feelings, and that's where it happened.
Hey man, hey bro, the heart wants what it wants, bro. You never know where you'll find love at, man. I mean, some people find love in the strangest places. I mean, who are we to say what's right or wrong? It depends on how you feel. You got to go with that gut feeling sometimes. The next
That's
question
true.
I think folks want to know in the chat is, well, what country is this young lady from that we're talking about, and how does she feel about actually being on the show with you in the event that everything goes through with the application?
So she actually lives in Colombia, and I actually
Oh
have
yeah,
spoken.
yeah. You go ahead. Oh
Um,
boy, you fan.
and she actually, to be 100% honest, she actually is for the show. And the main reason, obviously, is because of the money. Obviously, there is money involved going on the show. And, but of course, there are some limits and things in that nature. Really can't discuss that. But like I said, my plan is to, apply for the show once certain things are done, and she is okay with that. And they also have translators, so it definitely won't be a problem for her to express herself, her feelings. If anyone in the chat has watched 90 Day Fiance, then they would know exactly what I mean by that. There are several couples on the show that pretty much their whole relationship on the TV show was through Google Translate, and more than likely that might be us. If I was to get on the show, so you know,
Right. That's a great. Okay, okay. I totally agree. I totally understand with that. So this is another question that I mean, this is just one for me. Because I'm an avid traveler. I've dated abroad, I've had relationship abroad, and I've also dibble dabbled in a little PFP abroad. Um, do you or your family have any doubts by you not actually meeting or interacting with this woman? Do you have any fears of what the future may hold? Like once you actually spending time with this person on a day-to-day basis, do you feel as though the relationship may change for the worse or for the better, or do you don't really know?
To be honest with you, again, my situation is a very unique one. I only speak to one family member, and she's actually all for it. The rest of my family, I do not speak to. So, to be
Okay.
100% honest, I don't care what they think or what anybody thinks. It's my life, and I'm gonna do what I feel is best, and it is what it is.
Damn right. Damn right. You know what? You're completely right about that. At the beginning of the day, when you wake up, you have to deal with those choices that you made. You don't want to live for someone else's choices. I feel better with me making a bad decision and I have to deal with it than someone making a decision for me and I'm fucked for life, because of listening to someone else.
I,
Um,
I will say this though, and I actually agree with you on that, my boy. I will say this. Again, she's a very exotic woman. Now, again, I'm not with her necessarily because of her looks, although she is absolutely beautiful. I mean, natural in every way, shape, and form. And I'm almost certain that if once the K1 visa goes through and if it is approved, that again, I'm gonna have to face backlash of men looking at her, her assets and what she has. But a lot of it was the personality, and me and her have had discussions about that. Just because, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a very jealous person, and she is as well. So these are things, and again, these are very unique things. Because again, when you see an amazing woman, of course your eyes are gonna look, and I'm okay with that. But I know who she's going home with.
right, right. And you know what? I have that same problem with guys too. They'll say they want this beautiful woman, and when they finally get to that pinnacle in life where they could actually have that type of woman, uh, guys will look at her, they'll get offended, they want to fight, they want to go to fisticuffs, they want to talk about they go and get their pistol. I'm like this, man. If you have a beautiful woman, you should be proud that other people are looking at her, because
Absolutely,
flip the token. If you was walking down the street with fucking Mumra, shout out to Drees, you know what I'm saying? Or Skeletor, nobody be looking at her. You know what I'm saying? Like this hideously deformed creature you walking around with her. That's why they call it arm candy. Like when a
right.
man becomes wealthy and he gets his weight up, so to speak, the proverbial get their weight up, supposedly, they get the cream of the crop. They don't go looking for scraps and people that don't take care of themselves that are not visually appealing. That's what we work hard for
Absolutely,
to achieve. So once you get that, if someone looks at it, you should pat yourself in the back. I was in
oh,
Colombia. I
absolutely,
was in yeah, absolutely. I was in Cartagena, and the young lady I was with actually told me. She said, these men see me with you. That's they're giving you respect. They're giving you props." I said, "What are you talking about?" They say a woman like me walking around with you, that's a sign of status, because I'm with you. I'm holding arms with you. I'm hand in hand with you. Not everybody is able to, how could I say, maybe afford a woman like this. It actually looks good on your part to be walking around with a good woman, an attractive woman, so to speak. So,
I
hey,
think
man, kudos to you, buddy.
another thing that attracted me to her as well is that she does. It doesn't take a lot to please her. She's not materialistic, even though I am a person to spoil my woman.
Right.
And I've gotten the question, even from coworkers, and like I said, I'm a very honest person. Not to say that I would never date another American in the United States, but I have seeked elsewhere, just because I feel that the American women are very needy. They don't, or again, the ones I've encountered, of course, and they want so much, but they don't want to give, and it's the traditional values. One thing about her, that is absolutely amazing is she loves to cook. She's in the cook, clean, and I love a woman that can cater. That's just who I am. It is what it is. That's what I look for in a wife because in return, I'm going to make sure bills are paid, make sure things are taken care of, and and it's the little things. Like I said, I've had people that don't agree with me, but here's like I said, I'm a very blunt person. I really don't care what anybody else thinks. This is how I want my woman to be, and it is what it is.
Completely understand. Um, the next question that most people are going to be thinking in the chat, well, I've seen them ask this. Well, you're bringing a woman from her culture into a westernized culture. Do you have any fears that when she comes here, she'll become westernized, and the woman that you initially met and married will change to what you just described now? You know, a westernized woman who doesn't really have respect for the typical values that you're looking for in a woman right now. And
No,
I've had interlocutors, and we've had this argument go back and forward. The statement was, if you find a woman in said country, you need to move to that country and not bring her to this country because she will be taken over, so to speak, by Western influence, and the woman that you once met will be what you've been trying to get away from. Have you ever considered moving to her country as opposed to her coming here? Has that ever been an
absolutely
option?
not. Absolutely not. Because we have so many
Okay.
opportunities in the United States. I'm not. I'm believe it or not, I'm actually not afraid of her tuning because eventually she will obviously turn in because this is her new life. This is her new where she's going to live. So of course she's going to do that. But we have made a vow to each other, and we have that bond and that understanding. In life, that everything is not guaranteed. It's always a chance. So yes,
You
there's
right
always
about
a
that.
chance that me and her can divorce and or she turns into something else. But here's the other part of it too. I'm a very smart individual, and obviously there are going to be things in place for if that happens. I've done my research and several things are going to be lined up. I know I've seen a lot of couples on that show that don't believe in prenups. Me and her have already talked about that. You're gonna come in with what you left. So if you decide to divorce, you're gonna leave with what you came with. And again, I've gotten a lot of disagreements on getting a prenup, but I don't care what anyone else thinks. There is going to be a prenup because you're not going to come to the country and claim half of what's mine when you didn't earn any of that. So there are going to be a couple of things, but the most important, and if she really loves me, which we've had that conversation and she's okay with it, um, that we'll still get married.
Okay, that sounds good. There, when we conversated in SDQ, there was one other stipulation that it kind of struck me, and I'm going to ask you: are there any other stipulations that are involved that she would have to comply with before coming to the states? One in particular, you may want
Absolutely.
to, yeah.
So there's a couple stipulations actually. I had already told her prior to her coming, she will become pregnant. So she will have my child before she comes to the States. If there's no child, then she's not coming to the States. Um, Also, the prenup was another stipulation. And at any time, again, because the laws have changed for uh, the responsibility of affidavit. So I would definitely be
Okay.
responsible for her for up to 10 years. So there are definitely some stipulations. And if at any point I withdraw my application of affidavit, she would automatically be deported. So there are some definite stipulations. And like I said, I've already expressed that to her, and she wants to have my child. So, that, and again, with the process and everything, we are hoping that that happens.
Okay. You, that just kind of like just threw my line of questioning off right there because yeah, I mean you're really adamant about that. She will be pregnant either before she gets on that plane or she has to have the baby before she enters the United States. I mean, I'm just wondering because you're gonna be going there
Absolutely.
soon to like start the impregnation process. So this is something that is gonna take place soon. In other words.
Absolutely.
So you want a boy or a girl? I'm just curious. You want a little Johnny
Um,
or you want a little
Honestly, I
Janet?
mean,
Janet?
whatever God gives me, I'm okay with. I don't have a preference.
Right.
She has a son already, so it would be nice to have a daughter. But hey, whatever it comes out to be.
And that's just how I was too, man. To be honest with you, when my firstborn, I was like, man, I don't really care as long as he or she is healthy, has all their limbs, man. Look, I'm a happy camper. That's pretty much where I was at with the whole thing. To be honest with you. Well, a lot of fellas on here want to know about how does this whole K1 process work. I mean, I know going into this, there's a lot of paperwork involved. There's money involved. You're gonna be
Yeah.
bringing a child over here as well. So do you have to pay for a visa for the child as well? Will he or she automatically be an American citizen? How does all
Well,
that,
we actually,
how
so
does all that work?
funny story is we actually, just actually about a week ago, we actually changed our plan. So her child's actually going to stay with her mother until she's settled here in the States. Just because we don't want to bring him and we don't have things situated,
Right,
there's a lot to go in as you know, living in the States, especially California, it's very expensive. And I was very blunt with her that right now, with everything going on, we can only afford, a one bedroom, maybe a two bedroom. We just have to see because again, everything is going to be relying on me. She's not going to be able to work for the first 6 months. So, on top of everything else in the finances, so we have to think logically, and it wouldn't be fair to bring him and then things are not in place. So once she's settled, and I'm actually I have a couple of connections. Once she gets here into the states, there's a program that even though she doesn't have a work permit, she's still able to work through this particular program to earn a small amount of money, but it's something versus
right.
nothing. So there's a couple of things in place um, once we're able to get her here.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So I guess I could just safe to say you have lawyers involved or whatnot and things of that nature and
Yeah, I've talked to a couple of immigration lawyers. I do again when it goes to the embassy. I always recommend that you have a lawyer just because they know the ins and outs of what the embassy is looking for and everything in that sense. We're not the experts here. So for me, it's much easier to do it that route. I've known people that have
right.
decided to do it on their own, and hey, to each his own. But I am hiring a lawyer for this.
Yeah, it would be smart for you to get a lawyer. I know people personally in groups who have actually been married, and those lawyers and those contracts that were signed that actually saved them a lot of money. Like they were really plotting on cleaning this man out. You know, without that prenuptial agreement and paperwork
Absolutely.
signed, they could have pretty
My
much went back and bought half of Dominican Republic with the fucking money off of this man's back. I mean, it's a hell of a story. But I will say this: for every good story that I hear maybe about five more that didn't work out so well. So it's pretty much it's the roll of the dice. You just can't go out there and say, okay, all the women are gonna fuck over you if you come to the states, but a huge percent do. But you have to engage in that situation. Everyone's situation is different. Your lady may be different. She may be the same, but guess what? You'll never know if you don't try. My stance is
honestly, I I've always been a risk taker. My god bomb, in like I said, if we do another interview like this, she will be on the show and she'll definitely tell you my story as well. I'm a big risk taker. I'm all about chances. Hell, I mean, I've gone so far as, like I said, my first trip by myself solo was to Cuba. So, and for me, like I said, everything we do is a chance. Like I said, I can easily go to Colombia, and things are the opposite. But again, I have the confidence, and again, a lot of people have disagreed with the certain decisions I've done. So I'll give a couple of examples. Like, obviously, her living in Colombia, with the way things are right now, she's not working. There's barely any food. So yeah, I do send her money. And I know a lot of people have had disagreements like, you never met her, why would you
Oh,
spend money? And I'm just like, to be
wait a
honest
minute.
with you, I mean, I'm not
Hold on.
going to automatically think she's lying, because at the end of the day, God is looking after this. So, you know, I like I said, and it's not like I send her a lot of money. I send a decent amount, so that she can get food and whatever the case is, and and I've made it very clear, what my expectations are when we see them, and so you know, that's yeah.
So sex is on the platter. That's understood. When we get there, we getting it in. It ain't no we gotta wait,
Oh,
and
see,
I'm
yeah,
not sure, and maybe not Johnny type of shit. Cause I'm just asking.
I've already,
That's
let me tell
clear.
you something. I've made it very clear to her before we even, and this is part of the reason why my trip is on a particular Thursday going into a Friday because we have the weekend coming up. I've already made it
Okay.
clear that everything's going to happen every single day until she's pregnant. So it is what it is, and it's going to happen. Like I said, we've already had several conversations. As soon as we get into the hotel, this is exactly what's going to happen, and it is what it is. You know, I'm not doing any paperwork with her until I know she's pregnant.
Okay. That's a smart decision. It's
But
I
again,
like to
and a
draw
lot of
clear
people may
lines.
disagree with it, but here's the thing. We've had conversations, like it's not like I said, hey, if you want to come to the States, you're gonna have my child. No. We have expressed feelings for each other. We both love each other. And obviously marrying her, which means, I'm in love with this girl. So, obviously with that, this is my wife. That there are a lot of expectations. Like I said, I'm a very blunt person, so there's another part of this story, that I also expect from her when it comes to being intimate in the bedroom. Because a lot of so I've never been married before. So my seeing is I only want to get married once. That's like I think that's everyone's fantasy. They want to be successful in their first marriage. Obviously, that's not the case sometimes. Sometimes it happens where it doesn't happen. But um, you know, like I said, I'm a very blunt person. There are, when we first met online, I was very upfront. I said, hey, do you like doing X, Y, Z? I don't know if I could be X-rated on your channel. I'm not gonna, like I said, but I will say that, there were certain things that I said, hey, as, my wife, this is what I'm expecting because otherwise it's not fair for me to get married to her and then she doesn't like certain things and then I go and cheat. So we talked about this for weeks, and she expressed to me what she likes, and vice versa. So there are things going to be in place, and for that reason, and if it's not fulfilled, then there is no marriage.
Got it. Got it. And that's an argument that always comes into place. There's people that'll say, "Oh, well, a relationship isn't always about sex. All a relationship isn't all about money." I'm the first person to stand up in line and call bullshit. Okay.
Yep. No, you know what? Since we know what it is bullshit. Sex has everything to do with the marriage. If
Yes.
my woman is not going to please me, if she's not going to suck my dick, if she's not going to, if she's not going to be affectionate, if she's not going to, play out the fantasy and be lingerie, I mean, there's several things to go with these things, and if you can't get it from your woman, this is where as a man lust comes into play. You decide to go cheat, you go with your boys, and whatever the case is, and that's why you see that. So when I meet a woman, like I said, and I'll just say this, when I first met her, I asked all these questions. I said, do you like kissing? Do you like sucking dick? Do you like 69? I mean, I asked every single question in the book because it's not me being gross. It's not me being a pervert. This is questions because you can't get married to somebody and then they don't do that. So I'll give a quick story, real quickly.
Please, by all means.
I'll give a quick story. So my very first time to Colombia, I met another girl before, obviously, my fiance here, and we talked for about 5 months. Now, I remind you, every day we talked, we videoed. I met her daughter. And I asked all these questions. I said, so when I finally get out there, what are you gonna do to me? And she told me the whole nine. I'm gonna ride you. Basically the whole nine. Tell me what I want to hear. I get there, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing. Now, remind you, I haven't slept with anyone else. I worked, I busted my ass, I did all this. So now, remind you, I done flew over 3,000 miles to come see you. And I'm gonna say this to everybody, and like I said, to each his own. Just because a woman has ass or titties or both doesn't mean that she knows what to do in the bedroom.
Exactly.
Um, and
Now
you know
you remember you said that because I'm gonna ask you that question again. Go ahead on.
that's not a problem. And long story short, we're in the bedroom, and she doesn't like going down, but you expect me to go down on you.
Oh,
So
instant
for me,
DQ.
for me, now remind you, I done flew over 3,000 miles. I paid for our room. I did I did everything. So
Right.
now I'm extremely pissed. And then the next day, she doesn't have a babysitter for her daughter, so then she leaves me by myself. So what I ended up doing, I met another girl online, booked another room on the second floor below the one I was in, went and I did my thing, and she got pregnant. So you know,
Wait, wait, wait,
these
wait,
are
wait, wait, wait,
things
wait. Back up. Wait, 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 wait. Hold. I'm sorry to cut you off, but did you say you got a girl pregnant in
I
Colombia
sure
now?
did.
So what the, Johnny? You was a bad man, Johnny. Johnny, you
No
mean to tell me
sir,
you about to get married and you got a
no
baby
sir,
on the way?
no sir. I'm gonna tell you why. Here's the thing: until there's a DNA test that proves that it's mine, then I will tell that to my wife. But until that happens, she doesn't need to know
God
because I'm
damn,
not
you
gonna.
a bad motherfucking man.
There's no reason to express this to her and give her false information if the baby's not mine.
That that
So
that's very true.
for all I
That's very
know,
true.
I went to Colombia that one time and I haven't been back since. So for all I know, she could have had sex with another man before me and was already pregnant. I don't know. I haven't been there. So until there's a DNA test, then as far as I'm concerned, it's up in the air. Now, if it happens to be mine, then there will be co-parenting and whatever the case is. But until then, it is what it is.
So let me ask you this: you don't see? Okay, I gotta put this thing. You don't see there being a problem as in a divorce situation if this woman finds out that you have a woman pregnant. Like, okay, first of all, okay, how if she is pregnant for you right now, how many months would she be pregnant?
Well, she just had the baby.
So the baby here.
The baby's here. It's the baby is 2 months old.
You done seen pictures of the little fella? Like
Yeah,
he look
I
mulatto,
have.
like he look half black and half Colombian. I mean, I don't
He
know.
looks
Is
more. He she. I'm sorry. She looks more like her. I don't see any. Maybe the nose. To an extent, but there's really no other physical features yet. I know it usually takes a couple months before you start seeing certain features. However, my godmom is not convinced. My godmom personally thinks it's not mine because she says that in African Americans, certain features are usually come and you see it right away. Certain
yeah, you
things.
got this. It's a dominant gene, of course. You're black,
Yeah.
you have the dominant gene. Of course, you're gonna have
So,
a
being that the baby doesn't look like me, she's not. Now, she said it's possible, but until a DNA test is born, she's not doing anything. And I agree with her.
whatever
So,
you do,
we're
don't.
that's that's
I'll tell
that's
you
where
something.
we're
Whatever
at.
you do, don't read the comment section. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So
like I said, I expect the hate, and I personally don't care what anybody thinks. It is what it is.
right. That I totally agree with you. I'm glad that you're steadfast on that because just it's just the way of the world, man. Some people can be
Oh
saved and
yeah.
some people are gonna have their
Let me
opinions
tell
and
you
they and they,
something.
they won't change them for nobody.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, and anybody they can throw the comments. They can say they don't like me. I can respond and tell them how I feel about them. I don't care. But I will say this: to each his own. Here's the thing. This is my life, and I'm gonna run it how I want to run it. If you don't like it, you ain't gotta talk to me. You can fuck off. I don't care. I don't care. This is how I'm gonna run my life, and this is how I run my family. And it is what it is. I've worked in hotels for several years, Do you know how many people I've encountered that don't like me? Guess what? I'm gonna still have a job, and you're gonna leave. So I don't care. As long as you respect me, I respect you. Bottom line.
That's right, man. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta respect me. I feel you on that, cause
Absolutely.
that's some real
You
shit.
can't
That's the
please
real shit
everybody.
right there. And you'll go crazy trying to please everybody. I was one of those people at one time. I'm trying to be a people
I'm actually
person.
curious. What's like I said, I don't care. But what's in the comments? I'm curious.
Oh, I'm just gonna one fella wanted to know how much money are you sending per month, and there's a reason for that. Before you answer this question, there's a fella
Okay, no,
that we
I'm like I said, I'm a very open book, so it doesn't matter. So he's asking how much do I send her
like on a
every
per like
paycheck?
if we had to add the numbers up per month. This is Roller Tape asked this question. He's a good brother of
Honestly,
mine.
so I get paid every 2 weeks, so I typically send her $100 every 2 weeks.
Run that back again. We didn't hear you.
I send her $100 every 2 weeks.
So that's $200 a month.
Correct.
All right, all right. There's a brother that we all know very well here, and he goes by the name of FLIT. And he has a girlfriend in the Dominican Republic that he hasn't seen in about 2 years. And this is the reason why they're asking this question. This brother makes it a point to send money to the Dominican Republic every month for a whopping total of $300 per month. Now, mind you, he hasn't seen this woman in over a year. All right. And there's no wedding involved, there's nothing involved like that. So how could I put this? He's pretty much the ass clown of the traveler community. I'm sorry, Flit. This is how people look at you. I'm not saying it directly that you're an ass clown, but I'm just saying, Flit, you come over here. This is what we refer to you as. You know, you're the village idiot. So basically, this young man, he asked me that question because we're like, okay, could there possibly anyone walk on the face of this earth that's in the tribal community that's dumber than Flit? And so they want to know how much money are you sending? And you say $200 a month.
Well,
It's
here's
it's
the thing.
you know
Here's the thing. Now she will ask me, every couple, every week, hey, I don't have money for food, and I do lie to her because I'm not gonna. I'm like I said, I will give her money and I want to surprise her. I'm not gonna give it to her when she needs it. So if I have extra money, I'll be like, you know what, here I'm gonna send you this. And I do that to see what the reaction is because then I know if she's with me for the money or if she's this. And if that was the case, me and her wouldn't be talking right now. So that's how I know that the relationship that me and her have is real because she's like, I understand. Whereas other women that I've encountered, if you don't give them what they want to, throw a hissy fit. And personally, and like I said, um, I'm probably gonna get some hate on this, but I don't care. But I
you already getting
don't.
some heat, bro. It can't be too much
That's
worse.
cool. That's cool. I
That's
don't
what I
like
like.
American
Get on
women.
time.
Especially, I don't like black women. So
Woo! Click.
I'm gonna
Man, I
be very
said Flit.
blunt.
Johnny, you want to go there?
Absolutely, absolutely. I absolutely cannot stand black women. So if anyone has a problem with that, they can message me, and I will personally give them my Hall of Pain information.
Jesus Christ! But just the thing about it, bro. I could honestly say from doing my travels, you know what I'm saying, in and out, the travel community. I don't act I'm not a red pillar, I'm not MGTOW or anything, but I do watch some of their information that they put out, some of their vlogs. And believe it or not, there are a lot of black men that share your same sentiment. Now,
Yes,
they can't go on the record making those statements due to their jobs and due to, being ostracized by their family. Because let's face it, you're black, so you have black family
here's
members.
the
You have a
thing.
black sister, cousin, or
Here's the
whatever.
thing. Here's the
So
thing. I don't have
just
family.
just to just to say this
I
right
don't have
quick,
family.
you don't have a what
Oh,
the fuck?
I don't have
What?
family, and I don't have family. And here's the other part. My godmom, she knows this as well. And I'll say it again. I do not like American black women. We'll say
Okay.
it that way.
Okay. And that, a lot of people share your same sentiment. Like a lot of guys that I know, they like Afro Latino women, they like Afro Colombian, they like Afro Brazilian. It's not that they don't like black women. And I'm glad that you cleared that up. It's American black women that you have a problem with. you know. And
Absolutely.
that goes back to my earlier comments of you bringing her to the country. You have a problem with American black women. When you bring this woman that you're meeting in Colombia to America and she becomes Americanized, she becomes the exact same thing that you envy. All right, and
No, because here's the thing:
that's
every
the
woman's
risk.
different. No, no, every woman, every that's well. First of all, me and her are going to be connected for life because we have a child together. That's number one. Number two, we're so like I said before, if immediately if I pull my affidavit, she gets deported. Now she can always escape and go to another country or another state, whatever the case is. Again, I don't think she's going to do that because me and her have an understanding. But if this was to happen, okay, the likelihood of her getting pulled over. If anyone has watched the recent 90 Day Fiance, then you have to watch Larissa and Cole.
I
Larissa
know
was
Larissa's from Brazil. She's from Brazil.
correct.
Larissa.
Now Larissa, she hit Cole, beat Cole up. He called the police. So she has a and her not actually having her citizenship, she basically is getting deported unless she can marry another American man. Now, you know, now again, he pulled his affidavit. So as of right this moment, Larissa is in the likelihood of being deported, and that's what could happen to her. The exact same thing. I'm actually curious. Is there any? I want to hear the comments on me because, like I said, I love the hate. So bring on the hate.
You want me to go in the comment section? You really?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Fellas, Johnny L. done asked me to go into the comment section and refer y'all comments and y'all opinions about the choices that he's made. Um, with his recent endeavors, whether it be traveling to Colombia or him getting married anytime soon. So, by any means, this is the time right now. If y'all have any questions before we move on to the next topic about K1 visas, his choice of woman, his type, or whatever y'all want to ask him, feel free to ask at this time, and I'll refer those questions to Johnny. And uh, I'm not gonna say clearly he don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the brother so much. He don't give a fuck what you think about him. But please be respectful as you possibly can with your questions, especially
Oh
you,
no, no, no!
Jackson
I want
Jeter.
every single person to express themselves because I'm a very like I said. I'd rather you give me what you want and the realness because I'm gonna give it right back.
Okay, all right, okay, real brother. You say you got some questions, bro. What you got, brother? Okay, they said, do you even know about the visa process?
Oh yeah, I do. I've already researched it. I've talked to an immigration lawyer. Depending on obviously the country and the woman, the process can take anywhere between 6 months to a year and a half. It just depends. And that's part of the reason why I'm taking an extended trip to Colombia to personally go down to the embassy, personally pay for everything, and also speak with the lawyer in that country as well to get a second opinion so that we are all on the same page.
Okay, next question. How much is this gonna cost you? I mean, I mean, some
To be
people not
honest
really
with
open
you,
about their finances,
well,
but
it's not
the
going to cost.
financials.
Actually, it's not going to cost that much. Actually, I would say maybe anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Not that much.
You said okay. You said 4,000 to five
No,
thousand dollars. I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no. 400. No, sorry. $500 to $1,000.
So $1,000 total to get out here.
Well, I mean, obviously that's not including plane tickets and all that stuff. But I'm not that again. That's nothing. That to me is nothing.
Okay, so we could just for the sake of numbers and the people watching, we're
I
just
mean, think
gonna
of numbers. I mean, one way. I mean, maybe an additional 1,000.
so we can just go ahead and round that up to say three thousand
To
dollars to
yeah,
get out here. All right.
correct.
Correct. Now, with just say for instance, your application is accepted, and you do ended up being on 90 Day Fiance, once everything is said and done, because you explained to me how that process works. Will there be compensation? Like, will they pay for your ticket to come here, or because it's all once that happens, your life is going to become, pretty much public property. From the
Oh, that's
time you get
fine.
on the plane to when you
That's fine.
land. I mean,
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Honestly, like I said, I've watched the show. I've seen. I have actually on Instagram. talk to one of the particular persons on there in a private. I paid the little $20, and I asked questions, and so no, for me personally, I'm okay with it. Like I said, my life, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I don't have family. Personally, my opinion, and again, this is where I'm going to get hate, but my opinion is fuck family. I've gone through some bullshit, and as far as I'm concerned, they can fuck off. And it is what it is.
I love the way you say that shit. They can fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you serious about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I completely understand, man. I'm there with you. Um, okay, B Dot's been hell of a crazy. You have watched this from the beginning. Pull up ATL, blah 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 blah. Change it all. Okay, well, she said, I bet you 1,000 she will not marry you and come to the states. Huh? Oh, they talking amongst themselves. They ain't talking about you. Okay, I had a question because I've been taking notes as you've been talking. And I just this is something that jogged my mind. Okay, you stated earlier when you went to Brazil. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about me. I went to Brazil. I'm sorry. You stated earlier when you went to Colombia, you actually met a girl, and the sex was whack, pretty much. I don't know
Yes,
if you met her online or
yes,
that's
I met her
next
online.
question.
I met her online.
And when you got there, the sex was just terrible. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible.
Absolutely.
What happens in the case if you actually engage with this young lady that you met now, and she says that she's willing to do all these great things, and when you engage sexually with her and you've already married her, well, not married
Well,
her yet, and the sex isn't what you thought it was, what happens then? Do you still move forward in the marriage? Does it come to an abrupt end? Do you move? Did you get another girl to train her? Or what do you do when that happens? Because for
well,
me, and sex is a big part of
here,
relationship. If you can't fucking suck, I'm pretty much not gonna hang around too long. I'm just
well,
gonna be
here's the
honest
thing.
with you.
Here's the thing. Okay, I've gotten. Let me tell you something. For me, like I said, I've never been married before, so I would never put myself in this position. Have I know that she's not going to do what she said. Me and her have exchanged sex videos. I know what she's about. She has, done some couple things for me, and so, and like I said, I'm a very blunt person. I ask for sex videos all the time from her because if this is
Oh,
going to be my wife, I need to see everything from her. I want to see her ass. I want to see her titties. I want to see her pussy. I want to see everything. So I do get sex
that's
videos from her all the time.
okay. Okay, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. So you have your personal OnlyFans. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, she has to be willing to meet you halfway because you're giving her your last name. You're giving her a passport. You're giving her a
It ain't even
ticket
about,
to.
and then, honestly, it's not even about me giving her my last name. I'm the one footing the bill for everything. So absolutely, she's going to do this. I've already told her, she's going to cook for me, clean for me, wash my clothes. She's going to be that housewife until, and here's the thing, and people don't understand this. The true Colombian culture, they are raised that way to do this for their husband. And that's why I said what I said about, and to be really blunt, I probably won't ever fuck with another American woman ever again if we're going to be absolutely 100% truthful.
Please
I look,
elaborate. Please
I'm gonna,
elaborate.
and I'm gonna elaborate right now. I go to the mall, and I go to these little places, and I see how these American couples are, and they're like little cockroaches to me. Um, it's amazing to me how
God damn, Johnny.
you get fat white bitches, black white. I mean everything, and it amazes me how you get the get. I got into a road rage incident with someone. I almost ran someone over. I don't I don't like people. I keep to myself. Um, you know, uh, I look at these people, and I look at, and it's amazing to me of what these Americans and how they view things. It's absolutely, these women are absolutely amazing to me, especially the black women. And yes, I already know that when I bring her here, I'm gonna get a lot of feedback from black women, and but guess what? They can fuck off, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, look, Johnny, it's your life, man, and I totally agree with you. this is the thing. A lot of men, they may or may not want to admit that, but a lot of guys, that's the reason why they do travel. All right, it's something that's happened in their past. They've been burned, or maybe someone close to them have been burned before, and they've chosen to seek options elsewhere. You know, a
Right.
smart man will seek options elsewhere. A smart man will not keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's a definition of insanity. So if someone presents you with an opportunity to change your situation and do better, broaden your horizons, you're doing the right thing. you know,
Absolutely.
it's just that people want you to do this shit in silence. They don't want you
See,
to
here's the
be.
thing. This is part of the reason why I tell people I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. And like I said, I don't like people already to begin with. And like I said, you know, uh, I'm a very big person. I go to Mexico quite often. I typically, I invest my money instead of me going to the strip clubs. And this is, I'm probably gonna get some hate on this, but I don't understand. And this is where if there's any old men in the chat and whoever, all these people are absolute cockroach and idiots. It doesn't make sense to me how people go to strip clubs to pay these bitches and you can't do nothing with them. It's absolutely amazing to me. I went to my first strip club like 2 months ago just to see what they were talking about. I fucking left after 10 minutes. Like, you're just throwing your money away. Like, it's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. That's why I say I just don't like people. People are stupid.
Yeah, I can understand that, Johnny. But hold on, we got a question from the chat. Are you serious, nigga? They asked, does your fiance have an OnlyFans page, Johnny?
No, she doesn't. But she will. She will.
The fuck? Oh, she will.
She will.
So okay,
Once
so
she's here
Johnny,
in the
you
States.
down with the pimping? Pimping since
No,
pimping
no.
been
This
pimping?
is, we're going to make money. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do, and whoever's in the chat, if they don't watch 90 Day Fiance, then they won't know who I'm talking about. But for the ones that do, they'll know who I'm talking about. I'm gonna be basically Big Ed that lives in San Diego. I'm gonna produce my own cameo, and I'm gonna charge $20 to talk to me for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna be that guy. Okay, I want
Okay.
I want to hear everything. I don't see. That's the thing about me. There's no filter. So whenever I decide to do my own YouTube channel, if that ever happens, I love no filters because I like the honest, blunt truth. Blunt. Just be honest. If you don't like me, you don't like me. And guess what? I can tell you the same thing. I don't like you either, so you can fuck off. I'm a very blunt person. I don't care what you think.
Yeah, there's a guy who I would like you to meet on here. His name is Flit, and yeah, y'all share some similar views on things, but I lean more to more of your side because you on some no nonsense type shit. It's like, look, this is what it's gonna be. If it ain't like that, I'm taking me, my money, and my dick, and I'm getting the fuck on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's more on the side of I don't really need the pussy, but I take care of you for life, and it's
No, I
the story
require.
is very
Here's
it's
the
just,
thing.
just
I'm gonna
very
be
great.
very blunt. I require morning sex. I will require all that shit. But if a woman loves you, she's gonna take care of you and please you. Because if she don't please you, guess what? You're gonna go out and get it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Again, we've had those conversations already.
Right. And that's the cold honest truth. If you ain't taking care of home, somebody else is. It's just simple as that. You know. And like I say, I've had my run in with American women. I still talk to them from time to time again, but I put it to you like this: I feel better dating outside of the country. I'm not gonna say I dislike or
Absolutely,
I like, but when I step outside the country, I feel as though I'm getting more bang for my buck. I'm more appreciated,
absolutely.
and I
Let me
get
tell you
seven
something.
ups. It's
I'm gonna
like
tell you something. For any man in the chat that fucks, sex, whatever you want to call it, to the strip clubs or the escorts in the states, you are all idiots. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You're every last one of you are idiots.
well, I don't. I ain't gonna roast them up like that. But I will say this: I know they probably got some certified hog hunters in the chat because I call them hog hunters. Let me explain what a hog hunter is, first of all. You know what I'm saying? A hog hunter is a man that chases after the big girl, the big ones. You know, 200, 215, 230 plus. Use a hog hunter. And
Oh,
the reason why I say that is a lot of these women here, damn, bro, I'm about to go down a slippery slope right now. This is a
oh, well, you know what?
real.
Since we're on that subject, here's another thing. There is no way in the world I would ever in my life pay an escort 150, 200,000, $300 for condom sex. That's something else. It's absolutely absurd to me where a bitch thinks she can get this. Now, let me tell you something. I could go to Mexico, get my dick sucked for 20 fucking dollars without a condom. You understand me? So, what makes these bitches think, and whoever, like I said before, if any people in this room have sex with anybody in the States, you're fucking idiots to pay that much money. Absolute idiots.
So Johnny, you down with the go raw go home team?
Absolutely. If a bitch can't give me raw sex, guess what? Fuck off. You're not getting shit from me.
God damn, Johnny, you a bad man, Johnny. So
That's right.
God damn. So what's your hit to miss ratio? I mean, how do you even engage in it? Because okay, I do my thing too, but I don't know how to approach a woman and say, okay, we gonna do this raw.
I'm very
No
blunt.
condom, no nothing.
Now, here's the thing. You want my money, then you're gonna do it how I want. Now, if no money is involved and you want to fuck with the condom, I'm okay with it. But when money becomes involved, it's how I want it. I'll make that very clear.
Okay, all right, man. I mean, look, you entitled to, what you need, what you want, man. But I have enough time getting the BBJ. You know what I'm saying? That come with a cost. Everybody ain't into that. But when you talk about getting a woman, day one, be like, look, you gonna bust it open, break it down, Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Send condom. It ain't gonna be
No,
no
because then
condom.
guess what? Then no dinero. If I'm getting condom, then no dinero. How about that?
No plata, no
No
efectivo,
dinero, no
nada.
money. You ain't getting shit.
Okay, okay. Hey man,
Matter of
damn.
fact, you know what? Actually, that did happen to me in the Dominican Republic. I was talking to a broad, and I mean, 5 hours. I specifically said, I said, I want to busting you to get you pregnant. Yes, no problem. I want to fuck without a condom. Yes, no
Pause right
problem.
there. Right,
She just,
just pause right there. I just want just hold on 1 second. Okay, this is the moment in the chat when I want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all get the likes up. Johnny giving y'all a good show. We about to move on to the next topic. He's explained everything, as far as the visa process, far as him being married, far as him maybe having a baby in Colombia in the same country where he's maybe getting married at. It's an entanglement we have going on here, but very entertaining. He lives a very unique life. He's a very special young man, and he's sharing his story with us tonight. So I asked that everybody in the chat. They got 41 of y'all in here now. We was up to around 46 or something like that. I hope that everybody wiped their feet coming in. Now we about to move on to the juicy topic. Boca Chica, SDQ. This man with the SDQ, that's why I met him at. So if somebody asks, well, where did we get him from? I met him. You say we went and bought the man, buy one, get one free. None of that shit. I met this man in SDQ when I went to Dominican Republic last week. I stayed there for roughly 12 or 13 days. Me and him were in the same apartment complex. He has some hellified stories to tell. I do as well. Johnny, I want to pass it over to you right now. I want you to finish telling them the story about the girl, how you bought it with her to get the sin condone, all that good shit. It's all on you. I'm passing it over to you, my brother. Let her rip.
so, like I said, I met this broad on the internet, and, she was like, yeah, I'll do it without a condom. I'll give you a baby, everything. Now, remind you, like I said, I asked 3 times because I had a feeling, she may not understand what I'm trying to say. So we get to the apartment, oh, and another thing too, I told her, I want you to stay with me until I leave on Tuesday. And she's like, no problem. and then she gets to the apartment, and then she tells me, yeah, I can't stay. I can only stay with you one night, but you want me to give you, what, 8,000 pesos? You got to get the fuck out of here. If you're not going to give me what I want, and then she tried to intimidate me. And see, one thing about me, no one will ever intimidate me or blackmail me. You will kill me before you get anything out of me. I never carry cash, and you're not going to play me.
Damn.
So she tried to play me, and I said, you know what? Let's call the Dominican Republic. Come on, bring them on. This bitch ran out, and now every now and then you'll see a kind side of me. Now, even though this bitch didn't deserve a goddamn thing, I offered. I say, you know what? I understand you have a son. You want to get him food. I will give you 2,000 pesos for your supposed time, even though you lied to my face on everything else. But you will meet me at the supermarket. Okay, no problem. This bitch never answered me again. So that goes to show you that this bitch was just trying to play me, and it's okay because in life you go through that type of shit. So, I'm a very blunt person. Like I said, I don't have a filter. I don't care what anybody thinks, and it is what it is. If I'm gonna give you money, it's gonna be how I want it. If it ain't, you can fuck off.
Okay, let's back up on this a little bit. We're gonna go back a little bit. I want to make sure my viewers got a good understanding and all of what just transpired right here. Brother Johnny, you said that you called a escort that you met online, and you told her that you gonna bust in the pussy raw, and you gonna have my baby, and I'm gonna pay
Well,
you.
here's the thing. So yeah, so here's the thing. She wasn't an escort. I met her off the same page. So let me rewind. The only reason that I went to the Dominican Republic in the first place was to fuck. That was all. That was the appetizer before going to Colombia. There wasn't
80% of people do.
there was
I
no
totally
intent.
agree.
There was no intent to get married, have feelings, whatever the case was. Now this girl, she was now again. I did fall for her a little bit because she was very beautiful. She talked about wanting a relationship. She was alone. I mean, the sad storyline. But then the true side came out when I brought her. Obviously when I brought her over to the place. But again, another side of her came out. And so I just said, you can fuck off. Like, guess what? No ass and titties is worth your personality is ugly. I don't like you now because you're not gonna try to blackmail me into giving you money. And if I was very blunt. Just be honest with me. If you would have said, "Hey, I can only stay with you till Monday," I'd have been like, you know what? Okay, but I can't give you this much. I'll give you this much.
Okay, okay.
And so so she wasn't technically an escort. I mean, it was supposed to build into something, serious. But when I saw that, that's when the lights fucking it flipped off.
Okay, all right. So when she realized that she wasn't getting no money and that her services wasn't going to be needed because she wasn't going to have now you really did honestly want a baby and did you just really want the excitement of busting in some pussy raw or did you really just want a child? I'm just curious.
Both, because here's the thing: when I ask these questions, it's more so to see where the woman how she's going to respond.
I'm sorry, John. Okay, you just said both, so you like you stone bone serious. All right, cool, cool, cool. I feel that. I feel that. But I know I got children myself, so I know ain't nothing like filling them sugar walls. You know what I'm saying? Without that plastic wrap around your dick, it's like you pretty much hitting the condom. So I mean that I completely get where you're coming from with that. That's why I'm a BBJ fan. That's my shit. That's pretty much a deal breaker right there. If you can't get no good head and you slacking on that shit, talking about let me suck it with a rubber, I'm probably just gonna show your fucking ass the door, and I even have your ass come over there.
You ain't
But
even gonna come over, but you gonna be
exactly,
outside.
exactly. And see, that was a problem because you were lied to. She actually, so in other words, she signed up to come in and pinch hit, but then she
Let
wanted
me
to
tell you
play the
something.
catcher. I'm saying
Let me
what
tell
you
you something.
signed up for,
No, no, no,
bitch.
no. Let me say this. As of this moment, I still have every single text messages from that broad, from the DR, in
Okay,
Spanish, and
okay.
we talked. Not as I said, she had 5 hours to change her mind or to tell me, "Hey, I can't do this," or I can't stay that long. I'm keeping the messages just because I don't know. I just kept them because I'm trying to prove a point. You don't lie to someone and expect to get money. I don't give a fuck who it is. You don't do that shit.
Right.
So I guess what? She still walked away with guess what? Zero fucking dollars.
I completely get it. I completely understand that. So moving right along, once she figured out that she wasn't gonna get any oh, hold on one moment. I wanna welcome my brother Drees to the stove. I mean God Lord to the stove. To the show. You know what I'm saying? AKA Lex Luger, you know. You want to know why they call him Lex? Don't ask me. You could ask him, you know. But he earned that name. It just wasn't given to him. Believe that. He earned that Lex and that Luger. Believe that. Um, Brother Johnny, you familiar with Lex Luger? I just want to
Of
welcome him
course.
to the show. Oh yeah, of
What's
course,
up?
man.
What's
But
going on, players?
oh, well, I can't call it, dog. I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? Just having a little interview here with Johnny, man. It's been quite an interesting night to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But
I want to see all the hate. I want to see all the comments.
I'd be more than happy to read these comments to you. Let me
Nah,
Absolutely.
don't.
I'm gonna warm
No,
them
no,
up.
no, no, no. Hold. Don't read them. Put them up there.
Oh yeah, let me see
Well,
them. That's even better.
wait, man. Uh, what do you mean? How do I put them up there, dog?
What you on screen yards?
Yeah, go to
You
banners.
yes. Go to banners and press it.
I just pressed it. Use banners, all the display call action. This is an example of a banner. Click on a banner to show it on the screen.
There you go. There you go. Now go to the chat one and do the same thing.
Go to comments.
And you know what? Just to make it juicy, go back all the way to the top and start.
Okay, all right, man. So I'm about to pretty much show you what these people are doing. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, he says I agree with the strip club thing.
There you go.
Well, there you go, Johnny. Somebody actually agree with you. You see that?
See? Yeah, and that's why I said whoever decides to go to strip clubs and pay an escort $100, $200, $50, whatever, they're idiots. Every last one of them with the condom. I think there's an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe in that money like that.
Who's this?
Hey, that's
Oh,
Jackson
that person
Jeter.
can. Oh, that person can go fuck off too.
That told Jackson Jeter to go fuck off. Oh man. Another one I want to know. Uh, can you handle the jealousy? Can handle that with jealousy? Basically saying, are
Well,
you a
I'm a
jealous
very
person?
I'm a very jealous type. So if I see it, I'm gonna say something.
Right. I heard that. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
let me rephrase that. If he starts talking, then I'm gonna say something. Now, if he's looking, I don't give a fuck because I know who she's
Right.
going home with.
Yeah, I totally agree, man.
Oh yeah, this person, big butt, no neck Ed, he can fuck off too.
Oh my
Mm.
goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna ask you this. Me, you, and Drees are pretty much in the same building in Zona Colonial, right? Um, if I had to ask your honest opinion overall, what was your take on your? First of all, how long will you stay in the Zona Colonial? Because the people don't know. I got to give them a back, a backdrop on what actually took place.
I was there for 6 days.
So yeah, that's good
Six
time.
days. Okay.
6 days.
All right. So during those 6 days, how was your experience there? How were the women there? Was it easy for you to find people to interact with, or?
Well, I had did my shit before I came, so I had talked to women online, so I had things lined up. I did kind of fuck myself up because oh, who's this? What what does that mean? Tell
He
the Boca.
says,
So can I pay you Tuesday? Oh, he wants me to tell the story again.
"Well,
Yeah,
I don't really know." He said something about here. Tell the Boca
Okay,
Chica story.
he obviously can't. I don't know where the grammar or sentence of speech. He's gonna have to repeat. He's gonna have to resend that because I don't know what it means.
He's like, he's basically saying, "Can I pay you Tuesday for some coochie today?" Like the Hamburglar man. I'm guessing that's what he's trying to, you know.
Well, in that case, he needs to understand no bitch is getting anything from me until they fulfill their duty. If she ain't staying until Tuesday, she's not getting a goddamn dime. Next question.
Okay. Next question, Johnny. Would you put her on Figaro? The fuck these niggas?
So my wife will
I'm
never
just
be
looking at
on
this chat,
Figueroa.
dog.
No, see, here's the thing. This person can also go fuck off because I didn't say anything about putting her on the street. So they can fuck off too.
Okay, moving. Hey, bro, I'm just going down one by one. Look, the chat was moving so quick, I really couldn't see all the comments. I don't even think I went all the way to the top yet. We're gonna go through the chats. We're gonna go through the comment section. Then we're gonna move forward with the Zona Colonia. Then we're gonna get the Boca Chica fella. So just bear with me for one moment. Johnny wants to see the chat, so I'm gonna show him what's going on in the chat. Stephen Olam says, Johnny, you gonna teach us some ism?
What the hell is that?
I, you know, I'm
Yeah, I don't
really,
know what that means. So
I'm
yeah,
really.
he needs to explain what that means. I don't know what ISM is.
Stephen, man, explain what ism means because I'm just saying, bro. We know a little bit of slang, but I'm gonna be honest with you. All the slang, I'm not really up on it. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
like,
comfortable. I don't know what that slang means. So
yeah, I
yeah.
don't really know what ism is. I don't know. Um, so if you want to come back if you're still here, you know, there we go. Man, don't let him and Flip meet. They're gonna.
Oh, so Brian Bourne. Okay, so Brian Bourne, he can go fuck off too. Go suck a dick.
God damn. Say, bro, you really don't know who Flit DR is, bro. Flit DR is a special case. Like, if he was on here right now, I'd be more than happy for him to bring him up on here so you can actually meet this brother. Okay, first I gotta explain to you what his name means. Flit stands for Finding Love in the Dominican Republic. All right, that's the best way I could explain his name. And he's been how can I put it, supporting a small Dominican family for the past 2 years, I think, and he hasn't really had any type of contact with the woman. And just us in general as men, we have a hard time believing that this brother is actually giving up his hard-earned money on a monthly basis religiously, and he's even said it himself. He was having financially troubling times, but he still made a way to send this person $300, but couldn't get a ticket down there to get them sugar walls. So when Brian Bourne makes this comment, I think he's like, damn, there's another Flit, and he's like, don't let y'all two meet because I think y'all share a lot in common. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But when I take how I take it, I don't think y'all have that much in common because you actually going down there next month to see your girl. You actually gonna get her pregnant. You actually gonna be like engaging with her. So it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Love Entertainment says you want a sex slave, all around control woman.
No, it's not a sex slave. He can fuck off too. Basically, it's my wife. She needs to take care of me like I'm gonna take care of her. He can go fuck off too.
God damn. T Love. He just told you how he felt, brother. I mean, what it is. Now this is an actual question. He says, real brother says, Ask Johnny if he knows Afro Garia. I don't know who the fuck Garia
Wahida,
I don't know
is.
who
man.
the fuck that is.
Oh damn! See you up
Afro
on.
Wahida. That is one of my friends in Colombia, Bogota to be exact.
Oh, okay. It sounds like he hired her as a tour guide. I'm not touching that because that's one of your friends, and I'm gonna fall back on that one a little. I don't know.
Afro Wahida is a beautiful lady, beautiful soul.
Oh, I know who she is now. Okay, she done been on your show and everything.
Yeah,
Wasn't I on a live with you when you? Okay, now I know who
yeah.
it is. All right,
No, no, no. That was Chris Boyd.
that was Chris Sporty. Okay, all right. Okay, T Love Entertainment says after you marry her, she gonna leave your ass in 2 years. That's it. She will leave in 2 years. That's
Ah, he can go fuck off. He can continue this. Matter of fact, he can go suck a dick. Get him off the fucking channel. He's an idiot.
Damn it,
Same thing
man.
with Brian Bourne. He can go fuck off too.
God damn. He just swung. This dude is swinging the axe now. Now, just imagine if he could have read these comments, but we probably wouldn't have got halfway through the show. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Okay, I was like you. Okay,
Oh,
like you.
Ken Padmore. He can go fuck off too.
Okay, we got somebody that like you. Look at this right here. Jackson Jeter says, "I like your style." There you go, right there.
Well, I'm not a dickhead, but he can fuck off still too.
God
All
damn.
right, man. All right. That's enough of fucking off right now, man. Can we get the Zona Colonial and Boca Chica? Cause
God damn.
he fuck off everybody. Ain't gonna be nobody here to watch the show.
Damn, you ain't lying, man.
They must not like the bluntness.
Well, it's no need for all the bluntness right now, man.
Oh my God, I gotta. Okay, this is a question right here. This is an honest question right here. Brother want to know. He want to know: do you put pussy on layaway?
Do I put pussy on wait wait? No, because it's my wife.
Okay, no problem. Okay, moving right along. Well, Zona Colonial. Is there
Oh
any
well, Brian. Wait, hold on. He says, "Well, you are an idiot. If you go to strip clubs and you go fuck escorts, I wasn't necessarily referring to you, but obviously you do, so that you are an idiot."
Okay, my bad. I shouldn't have put that up there. Sorry. I said, all right. Okay. So your
He's
overall
a
take on
cockroach.
Zona. Well, you say he ain't gonna tell y'all to fuck off no more, so y'all some cockroaches. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. You say cucaracha. Okay. So, Zona Colonial, moving right along. This might have been your first time going there. Um,
Love Entertainment TV. Yeah, he's a lame person too. He's lame too. You're an idiot. You're a cockroach.
oh man, man. this shit, this ain't even funny no more, bro. I gotta stop, man. This dude got me laughing my ass off. He called me cockroaches and shit, man. Hold on, bro. All right, let me get back to the show, bro. I'm gonna be joked out all night. All right, my first time going to Colombia. Oh, I'm sorry. My first time going to DR. Drees, he's been there before. Um, Johnny, this is your first time in DR, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your overall take on it. You went there, you stayed 6 days. Would you go back again? If so, would you stay in the same area or find another city to visit?
If I was to go back to the DR, which I probably won't, but if I was to, I would try Santiago or Puerto Plata. Um, if I was to go back, my ideal
Santi.
vision would have been to sightsee and not really necessarily be in one area because there's so much to the country. So I would
Right.
go, other places.
Okay. Got it. Got it. I totally agree with you with that because what I did, I actually stayed. I've actually had whole intentions on staying in Zona Colonial. But eventually I left and I went to Boca Chica. And I stayed in Boca Chica for a while. It was a great stay. I like the area and things of that nature. So I totally agree with you moving around. Now, what drew your attention to wanting to go to Santiago?
I mean, just to see what it's about. It would be like I said. I mean, just to visit. It wouldn't. I mean, like I said. I mean, my idea would have been like the beaches, or just to see what it's about.
Okay, great, great, great. Yeah, I'm more of a beach. I like beaches, um, for a reason because usually when there's beaches, there are beach bodies. I'm really a body person. I like a pretty face and all. Don't get me wrong, but you see that body in that swimsuit and that ass hitting right. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily gotta fuck them. I might like it, but it's good to look at, And when you're on a beach, you have a wide variety of that to actually see, especially like in season or whatnot, you know. So that's the reason why I asked that. Have you done any research on Santiago?
I did a little bit, but I don't. Like I said, I mean, I went to a couple of like little websites that other travelers have commented, and me personally, I don't believe other travelers until I actually go there. Then
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, I totally understand. Well, Dries, what was your interpretation of your stance on the colonial, and
I loved
overall?
I loved it, man. And if I was to go back, I'd definitely be staying in the same place. Cause just like anywhere else in DR, the only problem that you really have naturally is the fucking people begging. But only drawback about the begging is I actually have something attached to me now that's actually worse than the begging, and that's actually a stalker. To this day,
Oh,
this woman calls me every 30 minutes, like I'm actually still at the street.
why did you give out your American number? How come you didn't give her the Colombian phone number?
I don't know. She was cool at first, all the way until I went to Boca Chica, and then ever since then was ring, 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 all the way to the extent where it was like, okay, I don't want to talk to you no more. Then I go back to Grants. I don't see her. Then I see another dude that's used to bribing me, trying to get me to go to their barbershop. 5 minutes later, I see her. It's like they knew when I was coming. This girl was actually walking up to other people, showing them my picture. And then there's like other pictures we took that's on my phone, and she asking me for those pictures. So I never sent them to her because I'm seeing what she doing with the one that we have already. I was actually trying to get a opinion of her opinion or based on the whole denial of Afrocentricity in the country. And that was the main reason why I was talking to her. Like I said, I go to see people that look like me first. I think I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Okay, so you say you're gonna leave that shit alone? You think, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna go to the place and whatever I see first that I can have a conversation with that I like, and cool. I mean, I actually like the chick, but when she did the whole thing with me in the barbershop, I really was like, okay, this brother's like on some serious stalker shit.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
cause we was walking that night, remember? And the owner had came out in the street, had like approached you. Remember that shit had happened, and
yeah,
he was telling you that she don't work there. I think they actually knew what she did. I don't know.
yeah.
This was
Like
weird.
everybody in that marketplace know each other. So like whenever I would walk through, if they saw me, they'll call her, oh, he's here. And I'm eating, this bitch will pull up. Yo, we went to the pizza place. Y'all left, that bitch pulled up, you know. So I went and talked to another person. I talked with her, we went and had drinks or whatever. The next day, she texted me talking about the girl that I was with that night before having drinks. I'm like, and like then the whole thing with the guy in the barber shop. She wasn't nowhere to be found when I was in that barber shop. And while I was in Santa Cruz, she text me a picture of me in the barbershop. And I'm like, how the fuck you got that? And that's what made me really like. That's what made me like really feel like okay, this is full blown stalking here.
Right.
You know. Then when we come back, that's when we went to the pizza shop, and she pulled up in the pizza shop, and I just went on to pay for a Uber and sent her home. You know,
Wow.
because she was actually looking for my place where I stayed at. So when I had met the other person and we went by my crib and had drinks, I guess they knew each other, and that's how she referred to me. She referred to that girl by her first name. Oh, you went and had drinks with so and so yesterday. So
Oh.
yeah, so that's when I really like, you know what, I'm finna just go ahead on and shut visitation to the crib down, cause I was really thinking about coming down that street and turning that corner and looking, and she's standing up there next to the laundromat. That was soon to come. But as far as Zona Colonial is concerned, when I move, well, when I go back, I will be going into that same spot. Like I already talked to the guy at the laundromat that owns the apartment complex. Yeah, I definitely be going back to the same spot.
I'll say this: if it's a excuse me, Lord, I need some water. If it's a group get together, like we have like a WTU meetup or whatnot, and we get the whole building, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably rent a room there. Because the location was great. You know, it was a good location. I give it that. I mean, it's walking distance
Yeah,
from Lamont Con, and the place you call is referred to as Baby Park at Yaris is right outside the door. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And you could go to Parque Cervantes. Man, they had the best fucking barbecue pork chop that I had in a minute. You know what I'm saying? They had the best barbecue period. You
That
know,
damn truck, that fucking truck
yeah,
was golden, bro.
right.
Oh my goodness, man, you love that truck. And we was getting stuff off of that for 100 pesos, 250 pesos for half a chicken and shit. I mean, you couldn't
Yeah.
beat the prices, you know. I'm
Right.
like, man, we living good. So Johnny, how do you feel about the food that you were getting at? Do you feel as though it was up to par? Was you eating good, or you was trying to stay away from that shit?
Do you want me to give you an honest answer or do you want me to lie?
Lie. You know I want the truth, man. You know how we rock, man. Please give me the truth, the whole truth,
The
nothing but the
DR
truth.
food was disgusting.
What?
Yeah.
Now hold on, bro. I was over there in the room. Now, damn. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there, bro. I came out my room one day and you had the little lady over there cooking you some food. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm over there, ear hustling, but you was banging her fucking brains out morning, noon, and night. And she was in the morning time, she's cooking breakfasts and shit now. So I'm thinking maybe she cooked
Oh,
you
you heard
something.
her? Oh, you heard us in there?
Bro, I couldn't help but hear you. Dog, the first night we thought you was in that Charles Manson in that bitch. But this we gonna pull her head out the freezer. She was over there hollering her ass off, dog. Come on, man. That's all we heard. You know that
Oh,
pow, pow,
damn. I didn't think I
pow.
was that loud, but damn. Oh, shit.
Yeah, yes, Johnny. You was that loud. And she was too. You know, I thought you had some whips and spikes and needles in that motherfucker or something. I didn't know what you were
She
doing
might
over
be
there.
pregnant in this case. Shit.
Wait, what you mean she might be pregnant, Johnny? What you
What
talking
I
did you
about?
do?
busted in her 3 times.
What? 3 times?
Sure did.
And
Oh
you
my
not
god.
going back?
Huh?
I mean, if she's pregnant, yeah.
All right, well,
What you
I'll
gonna
be
tell
back
your
over
wife,
there, man.
Johnny?
Yeah, if she's pregnant in this month, of course.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. You 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 know that you had this girl pregnant. You still gonna get married, and you gonna tell your wife when I went on vacation when I couldn't come to Colombia, I went and got somebody pregnant. Cause the timeline gonna add up. She can add that shit up, and you gonna tell her that
Absolutely. If it's mine.
if it's yours. Just for the sake of conversation right now, because you said you busting her 3 times, not once, not twice, but three. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
brought the mother load 3 times. off in the tata, well, say tota, off in the tota, and that's your baby, and you gonna marry this woman and tell her that, baby, I love you, but I got a little Rico over there in motherfucking Zona Colonial.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. She has a son, so she'll understand.
But that's before your time, though, cousin.
So it don't matter. She had something before me.
Women are some vindictive, uh, grudge carrying motherfuckers. You do realize that, right? So
Yeah.
she just ain't gonna just roll over on that shit. She might tell you all right, but when she get over here, boy, she gonna give you a dog. Ooh, she gonna dog walk your fucking ass. Don't think she ain't gonna.
Oh, she won't. She won't.
Alright, alright, alright. But I'm just shocked, bro. I can't believe you came in that girl like that, bro.
That's how good it was.
Damn. So was she mad at you when you have? Okay, let me ask you this. I'm all in your business right now, cause we all in right now. We talking. Let's talk turkey. So
I'm an open book.
after you did that, I know that you had another girl come over. That's the girl that threatened you with bodily harm.
Right,
Did
and
you?
then after that, then I got another fat girl. I brought her to the apartment.
So you like the big girls?
Oh, I have a fat fetish.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
okay,
you
okay.
saying that, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So you's a certified hog hunter. Use what I be talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. As long as you like it, you know what I'm saying. That's all right with me. You like the big girls, you like the big ones. You know, I can't do it. I tried it and I fucked my back up when I was 19, and my back ain't been right since. I let one of them big ones get on top of me. I heard something go snap. I popped that bitch back in, and my back just been messed up ever since then. I learned a hard lesson, and I ain't just saying that shit to be funny. My back really is fucked up since I was 19. Something slid and it popped. But yeah, that's another something we want to talk about right now, fellas. See, Johnny was smart in his pursuit of how he did his thing. I don't know if y'all were listening earlier, but he stated clearly that he saved all the messages. He didn't say he knew why he saved the messages, but he just saved them. Now, those messages could have been the difference between him sitting in the Dominican jail and him getting back on that JetBlue plane and flying back home. Reason being, what we sometimes fail to realize is that when we go to these other countries, we don't have the same rights as an American as we do here when we on foreign soil. Okay, you're a visitor there, and when the police are called out and you don't have a leg to stand on, and you may or may not be fluent with the language, it's your word against theirs. So I said to say this: anytime you engage with a female, whether it be on some pay for play type shit, or they gonna shoot some shit at you, or we just hanging out as friends, it ain't about no pussy or nothing. You need to save those messages, because when the police are called out, that's the only leg you have to stand on to prove your innocence. Okay, so
You not only do you have to keep your messages, you also have to get a number. You also have to get a price up front.
oh, interesting point. Good point, Drees. I forgot about that. Yes.
It don't matter if you go and get a massage or anything. All they got to do is step outside and say, hey, look, he ain't pay me my money. He ain't pay me for my time. They ain't gotta say what the time was for. Everybody in the country think you fucking. You could just be getting a massage, and that's your ass at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to have that dollar amount solidified, if not, it may not end well for you.
Because I refused. Because I was like, how much for the massage? That's how I found out what independencia was. How much for the massage? You give me the massage over there because I wasn't about to come all the way go back to my spot. So she was like, "Oh, just come to let's go to Independencia. We'll talk later." I said, "Nah, we're gonna talk now." You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just got off the plane, you know, neck hurting, shit like that.
Right.
So I want to know exactly what I needed now because I had to go down to marketplace and go to National. And for anybody that's gonna be going there in the near future, you got Popular Bank and you have HD Leon, the white and green. Only go to Popular and get your money. HB Leon or whatever the name of that Banco is, you're not gonna get nothing from them.
Okay.
Well, Johnny know he had that problem when I brought him down there.
Oh, that's the store he walked to where he met Lil Slim at. He said he was going to the store and he came back with a package.
Yeah.
That was impressive. I thought you was just gonna walk back there. You gonna come back with some groceries and loaf of bread or some shit. Johnny came back with a special delivery. Johnny came back with some snacks. Tota. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He walked by like a G. He said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm going to handle this right quick." I'm like, "God damn, boy, work
was that the
fast."
was that the same one that went to Boca Chica with you?
No, that was the first girl he had. The one from Boca Chica was the
Nah, that
second
was
one he
not
came back with.
that was not the first chick. That was not.
Oh, okay, well,
Nah.
my bad. Well, I know he was he was getting them in over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, bro. But yeah. My trip changed cause I as y'all do know I decided I ended up going to Boca Chica, and when I got to Boca Chica, it was interesting. Everything was closer for me,
I'm
and
sorry to cut
I
you
actually
guys
had
off real quick. That Jackson Jeter can go fuck off.
Right.
How about he takes
Hey,
your
bro.
citizenship, dumbass?
Hey, look, it's no problem, bro. Anytime you want to chime in on any of these comments that's coming up, please, by all means, feel free. Feel free to let these brothers know exactly how you feel about them. Do you want to call them a cockroach or a
Trump need to
cucaracha?
take his fucking citizenship.
God damn, that's some shit, man. What you think about this brother here?
He can fuck off too.
Hey, bro, we tell these brothers to fuck off, bro, but I really think that these brothers are worried about your
Health.
health well being, your
They don't need to
physical.
worry about that because that's already taken care of. They don't listen. They don't understand where I'm coming from.
But man, in DR that gangster running rampant, that as I die slowly is out there in DR, you know, and you going off on that pussy bareback, busting off in them, but they probably like, dang, bro, like brother said, bro, they worried about you, bro. They don't want you to catch that as I die
They
slowly
don't need to
out
worry
there.
about me. Like I said before, and I'll say it one more time. DR was an appetizer before Colombia.
So you gonna make some more babies in Colombia?
Fuck yeah, I am.
You know, any other anybody else would have told me this shit, I'd be like, man, they bullshit. But see, I done met you in person and I hear your voice. This brother is dead fucking serious. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this up. He dead serious. You know, because we done seen him in action. So it ain't like we making this shit up. I just thought, the DR may have been where it started and stopped at. So let me ask you this something. I saw you over there with about three different chicks, right? So you mean to tell me you bust off in all three of them?
I busted in all three.
Damn. Charlie. So are you gonna keep in touch with these women? I'm just curious. Like, are you gonna,
I
you know,
still do now.
oh,
One
you
of
still
them's
do
been hitting
keep in
me up
touch
on
with them?
WhatsApp,
Okay. I just wondering,
but
bro.
she
Cause
ain't out in the states. She ain't in the states, so what the fuck she gonna do to me? Not a goddamn thing.
dang, bro. Okay. All right. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's good to know. Well, Drees, when you head back, you considering going to Boca Chica, or you staying there? Well, what's your next
Well,
stop?
La Romana and Santa Cruz. I'm gonna stay on the south side,
You want to stay
but
on
I'm
the
gonna
south
base
side?
everything from I'll base everything from pretty much same spot. I'll stay in Zona Colonial. and I'm pulling for the uh I'm hoping they'll have two other people come and get those other two apartments.
Okay, got it,
So
got it.
that way, if there's no meetup, they can it'll still be something, you know, in that atrium. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Exactly.
that shit was live how they had it set up.
Yeah,
The only
bro.
thing,
Like
only
real
thing,
though.
right? But the only thing about it, y'all motherfuckers had kitchens. I didn't have a kitchen. I didn't want to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you had
But
a kitchen outside. I actually cooked outside a couple of times because I knew, I just didn't want, the what I was cooking to be up in there, So I cooked
right,
outside, which is kind of cool to be honest with you. I mean,
yeah. But I definitely hopefully I could get like Coasty up in that bitch, cause Coasty gonna come down in that bitch with some Camellia red beans, and he gonna throw
oh
down in that bitch.
yeah, close to 32, a beast in that fucking kitchen, boy. That boy was hooking up some shit. You can tell
Yeah,
he from the south. Like he got some southern heritage or something. He cooking some
yeah,
Camellia beans.
that boy from Lafayette,
Oh shit. Definitely buy you, boy. He definitely
you
gonna
know.
throw down up in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coasty, what you gonna cook, bro? Well, man, I'm gonna throw some red beans on. Yeah,
Bruh, I remember that time. It was the second WTU meetup. That's when we was real deep. That's when we, man, bro. That bitch. Coasty had messaged me in the middle of the day. He like, OW. I'm like, man, what's up, dog? What's going on, man? You coming over here to park to El Poblado today to the house? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come later tonight. Man, you need to get up and come right now. I cooked some red beans. I'm like, yeah, all right. Course, they sent me a picture of them motherfucking red beans. I was
yeah,
like, damn. I said, this nigga done slow cooked them motherfuckers. Them bitches looked good. I was like,
yeah.
man, where you from, Coasting? And that's when he told me. I'm like, okay, all right, it all makes sense now.
Well, you better come get these beans.
Hey, bro, they
Yeah.
ain't last long. Man, y'all nigga dollar beans down, man. That shit ain't last a high 30 minutes, you hear me?
Man, we had that, and then we had chicken from Frisbee's.
Oh, man, that's a crucial combination right there. Well, this brother right here, uh, shit, man, I'm sorry, Johnny. He a Columbia guy, you know. He done booked the ticket on the same day. So, Johnny, let me ask you this: it seems as if you've been doing a hell of a lot of traveling, brother. More than I can give you a credit for. You know what I'm saying? What have you heard about Columbia opening back up? Have you got any information because you actually have a wife, well, a fiance that's living in Colombia, which would be considered as boots on the ground. Has she given you any up to date information about when the borders will be opening? Because there's a lot of brothers like me, Drees, and a whole host of motherfuckers that's in the chat would even love to know, is there any late breaking information about the borders opening back up that you may be able to share with us right now?
Honestly, the only thing I know is from what she mentioned to me is everything is still set for September 1st. But like you mentioned at the beginning of the talk, that the Colombian president's going to have his speech on the 5th of August, and that could change. So, I mean, right now that's kind of why I'm preparing for a plan B just in case if plan A don't work.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Plan B sound real good.
Oh yeah, plan B definitely is going to be good still.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
Oh, for this guy, yeah, I'm collecting my unemployment and I'm happy. And what? Shit.
Yeah, man.
Boy, I so hope y'all having fun tonight. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But I thought
Yeah,
the
I'm getting
president
my
was supposed to
unemployment.
be.
What you getting? $0. Shut the fuck back.
Oh
Uh,
man.
yeah, man. But what else I about to see, bro? Lord,
Ah,
I thought
shit.
the speech was supposed to be coming up on the 1st of August. I'm getting
Well,
different dates.
like he already spoke. He said he moving everything back to August 30th. So you got to get domestic traveling running first, and everything goes from there. So if I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do. But I think I still might just go ahead on and just move my ticket and go somewhere else. because my flight Panama gotta be up and running, which
Right.
they will, but going to Colombia is the problem. So I'm gonna go ahead on and go back to the island, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, you
And
enjoy that island. Enjoy that island.
yeah, well, my thing is, man, I'm just worried about the damn stalker. I get past the stalkers, I'm all right. And besides, I'm probably gonna be there like the first day and the last day, cause I'm gonna go back to Santa Cruz. I done already got the lowdown on where to go at, where to be, where the things at. You know, so I'm good on that end.
Well, you could always go down to Pentini and you could just avoid her altogether. I mean, shit, you could hit the Milan kind right there.
Here's the problem with that: the Uber that I sent the stalker home in, it was in
Right.
Pantene.
Oh
So no,
man.
I'd rather just stay where I'm at, bro.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. You picked the right wrong one. I guess you could say that.
Right? Like, like it's that one you wanted the have Bible study with, but you didn't have Bible study, and she
Right.
wanted Bible study, but she was, oh, your black skin. That I'm like, bitch, you black. You can't get me with that one, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what made her want to just keep stalking the shit out of me like that, though.
Sorry to cut
Like,
you guys off. Eddie J can go fuck off.
I ain't see that.
I ain't no more good, bro. These dudes in the fucking comment section, bro. Man, y'all walking around with rocket launchers for this fucking man. We y'all need to stop this madness, bro. Hey, y'all gotta have a few good things to say. The man came here, he's showing y'all, he's sharing his story, he being honest. Woo. Man. Hey, bro, they do have a few people in here that said that you're their favorite guest here thus far, because you're just being blatantly honest. So a lot of people do like it, but others, I guess they can't get over the part about you going raw, and pros, and you
And let me
you
tell
you
you
clearly
something.
stated
The
that you
ones
might
that
have
don't
three
agree, they
kids.
can fuck off.
That's like you remember what was your boy word, man? Flit. Oh man, you bum. He used to call me a bum. That motherfucker used to call everybody a bum. Anybody who didn't agree with him, he called him a bum. In your word, you telling motherfuckers to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, everybody got their thing. But yeah, I thought you was marrying a girl in DR.
Yeah, that's
No,
crazy.
if you were paying attention, I said she lives
Hey,
in Colombia. So fuck off.
Hold on, hold on.
hold on.
Did say you was gonna get with the girl in DR at Boca Grande, man. You just
Yeah,
can't
dog.
leave her hanging like that, bro.
Yeah, dog. You said that on the live, bro. That's why I told you, bro.
And a lot of
I
people
Because
didn't say
actually
I was
here.
marrying. I did not say I was marrying a girl in the DR. I didn't say that.
when we
Okay,
was all at dinner that night, me, you, and
That
there's
was for
like five
show.
other YouTubers.
okay,
That was for
okay.
show.
All right, take your word for it.
All right,
But
If
you
I,
got
like I said at the beginning, the DR trip was an appetizer before Colombia.
say, bro, you doing some running. I give you about 3 more years, you're gonna have a small little village. You're gonna have about 8 kids. I mean, international. I can
That's
see it.
cool. That's cool.
don't do it, Johnny.
Don't do it. If
Don't
they
do
start
it,
any type
Johnny.
of
Oh no, I'm
expedition,
gonna do it, and then some.
so you want more girls or boys? Damn, man, this
How
is a
do
good
I? How, he's
question,
asking
John.
how I want to travel when you don't know, because
Yeah,
you
you gotta
never know
answer
a
that
person until
question,
you live with
Johnny.
them. You never know a person until you live with them. He
Well,
won't get the fuck off this time.
that kind of answers the question that he asking. If you think about it,
It's a
I mean,
chance.
cause
I'm a risk taker. It's a chance.
all right,
Next question.
okay, all right, I'm gonna roll on down. Now, now I'm gonna tell you this comment here. I saw several times in the chat, you know. So just be honest, bro, because a lot of people feel like when you stated earlier, you said, okay, this woman can
That's
come back
right.
to
Yep.
Colombia.
You know what? Roll Tide. You're goddamn right. I'm using her. I'm using her child as leverage because you're not gonna come to the states and get me and do me wrong. And if she loves me, she's gonna give me a child. Next question.
Well,
Damn.
that's like if she come to the States, all she gotta do is listen to one of them black chicks you hate. That's leverage her way at that point, you know.
Yeah. Well, she already said it. She's gonna give me a child, and it's not using a child as a leverage. Next question.
All right, man.
Okay.
I just don't want to see you be the next dude at the hairdressers stabbing the
Oh, I
brother
won't
up.
be. I
You
won't
know
be.
what I'm saying? All right.
Okay. Do you have people who are into the church in your family?
I just see this. Brian Bourne wasn't paying attention to me earlier. He's starting to get on my nerves like a cockroach. I said I don't have family. I said fuck family. Next question.
Brian, bro, you my dog. You've been called a cockroach about 6 times today, bro. God damn. Oh, Brian. All right. Johnny,
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but okay.
yeah.
Next
Okay,
question.
we have a. This is a question right here. You can read this question and you can answer this one. It's directly towards them. It says, Johnny. There you go.
So to answer your question, no, because I wouldn't meet a bitch behind a dumpster. I meet all my bitches online, and I talk to them, and I ask my questions up front, and I either meet them at a hotel or where I'm staying. Next question.
What is your ratio? Okay, out of 10 women that you meet online, and you're like, hey, my name's Johnny, bitch. I'm coming down here. I'm trying to lay some raw dick. I want you to have my baby. Bitch, you gonna stay over here 2, 3 days. I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna fuck you. You gonna go to fuck home. What's happening? How many
That's it.
times? Well, that was just off the head right quick. I mean, if you literally say that, I'm like, God damn, you a bad man. But out of your ratio, your win to loss ratio, I'm wondering how many women that you engage with in Dominican Republic or whatever foreign country you go to that are actually on board and susceptible to doing this with you.
Out of
I mean,
10
how
women,
many?
if I was to approach, out of 10 women, I would say maybe 4 or 5.
What? That's a 40% to 50% hit ratio, right?
That's okay. I'll find the one eventually.
That's high. That's high. So okay, if I was just to put a stat out there, I'd be like, okay, if you were to go to Dominican Republic, you have a
Here's my mindset, okay? I'm gonna be very blunt. Here's my mindset. They need me. I don't need them. When I go there, I'm there on vacation. I have money. If you're not gonna do it my way, you can go fuck off.
damn. So fellas, you heard it here first, boy. If you ain't been wrapping up, you better wrap up because this brother just told you you have a fucking a 5 out of 10 chance of meeting a chick in a DR that will bust it open Tatiana with no condom, you know what I'm saying, with a foreigner and let them bust off in them with no problem. 5 out of 10. You heard it here yourself first on OW504 channel, So if you're going out there, you with Team Raw Dog, you got a 50-50 chance of finding a chick that's gonna let you hit that pussy raw. For the Lolo, maybe even in the go-go. You understand? Just let y'all know. You heard it here first. Lord have mercy. Johnny, I thought you just be swinging for the fucking stars, bro. But when you told me just now, 40 or 50% of the women that you go at tell you, yeah, man. Oh, here you go, Johnny. You gonna like this.
Thank you, JC Travel Partners. Yep, that's my new slogan. If you don't like what I think, you can fuck off.
So Johnny, subscribe to that brother's channel. He does travel content as well, man. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Mostly to the motherland. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to JC Travels. Shout out to JC Travels, man.
Yeah, shout
Um,
out JC, brother.
I think I'm gonna go live in about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this show. So hopefully all of y'all that are here can follow me over there. We're gonna talk about some of the things that you want to know about this whole travel thing, man. And Johnny, if you such a thrill seeker and risk taker, the question at the bottom of the screen, sir, that can't be too far fetched, can it?
What does he mean by eat the box? I don't know what he means.
The booze, the
Eat
booze.
the box,
The
man.
pussy.
Like,
Well, here's the thing. I don't eat no woman's pussy. Only my wife. So I don't eat pussy. So next question.
so wait. So all those girls that came over that they didn't want their snatch ate. They didn't even much
Nope.
ask.
Nope.
You didn't get a taste,
Okay.
Diamond?
I don't. I just said I don't. No, this is my wife.
All right.
Okay. So what type of prices were you getting quoted out there? I'm curious because it came to a point where I met some brothers out there. They was getting numbers like 200 an hour, 150 an hour. It was just astronomical. So what type of prices were you
Um,
getting?
that girl was with me for 3 nights. I gave her 4,000 pesos. I don't know how much that is in U.S. dollars. I think it's like what, $40.
No,
No,
no.
no.
How much is
It's
four
more
thousand
like
pesos?
60.
I don't know.
It's more like $60.
Okay, well, she was with me for 3 days, so that's nothing to me.
Uh,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Am I
Sif,
wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong.
what? You looking at $68.64 back then?
Well,
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Well, fellas, we've been on here going running into 2 hours right now. We got 46 people in the chat. I'd appreciate it if y'all would all hit the like button. If y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask Johnny, we can go ahead and do that. I was gonna do my Boca Chica review, but we've run into 2 hours, and I think I may have to do that on another vlog. Okay, so if
You
y'all
want to
have
come on
any
my?
huh? Or I can go live with, we could do that over there. But
All
if
right.
y'all have any questions this time, feel free. This is more of a psychological thing. Everyone left him as a child. God.
This roll tide, he can fuck off too. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. Have a nice day.
Oh man. Okay. Brother say you say deflect DR. You know what I'm gonna do, man? We're gonna have another show, and I'm gonna invite you and Flit onto the show. And I just want y'all to have an open discussion about y'all views and opinions and whatnot, and we just gonna roll with it from there. But we're gonna go into the closing comments. If you have any closing comments right now, you want to make to the fellas in the chat, or anything you want to put out there, now's the time to do it. You go right ahead with your closing comments. Oh, let's see. Um, Johnny, you gotta unmute your mic, Johnny, if you
Oh, okay.
can.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, I was. This is the time of the show because we're about to be coming into the 2 hour mark. I try and keep the shows like 2 hours or less. If I'm gonna do a live, This is a very good
No
live
problem.
tonight. So, if you have any closing comments you want to make to the fellas out there, please, by
Only
all
thing I
means.
have is like I said before, I'm a very blunt person. I'm gonna live. Every to each his own. If you like it how you like it, I love it.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, for me,
But my wife, we will be getting married.
that's great, man. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'm invited to the wedding. If it's in
Oh, you will
Colombia,
be.
I will be there. Hell yeah, I'm gonna be there, buddy. I'm gonna be there. I know you don't like many humans, but I think me and you get along like that, So we'll be
Oh,
all right. I'll
absolutely,
be there to show my support, man. Yeah, bro. I took a
absolutely.
liking to you when I met you, bro, because you a blunt person. A lot of people like to be lied to. They rather be sold a shiny story than to be told the truth. People can't really don't want to hear reality. So when someone approaches them with reality, it becomes a problem. You become the bad guy. so to speak. But you just telling the
Absolutely.
fucking
I
truth.
like the bluntness. If you can't be blunt with me, then I don't need you in my life. Yeah, they can fuck
Yeah,
off.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. So real brother, if y'all don't wipe y'all feet on the rug, Johnny gonna make you fuck off. You hear me? That's right. You know what I'm saying? Johnny gonna make you fuck. So wipe y'all feet when y'all came in here on the way back out. Either way, you know I'd appreciate it. But with that
Wash your
being
feet,
said,
scrub your hands.
there you go. All right, all right. I want to give a shout out to Richie Rich for the cash app, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. You know, he looked out for me with a cash app. It's all gravy, man. Good looking out, bro. But yeah, yep, there we go. All right, but anyway, I'm about to bring this to a close tonight. I appreciate y'all coming on. If you're traveling out of the country anytime soon, proceed with caution. Dominican Republic does have a curfew in effect, and it's a very strict curfew. That was supposed to be in my Boca Chica review, but I didn't quite have time to get to that. Johnny was a great guest here tonight. He made a great show. He kept us all very entertained, so he wasn't able to make it to us. I wasn't able to make it to that. Excuse me. I wasn't able to make it to that part of the show, but I will be doing another vlog soon, and I'm gonna give y'all some information on what could happen to you if you're in Boca Chica or any part of DR right now, and you're out on the weekend past the 5 o'clock curfew. If you're out past the 7 o'clock curfew during the week, shit's real. All right, so y'all really need to keep y'all's eyes open on what's going on. All right, um, I will be going back to another country soon. I bought my ticket last night to Medellin. Um, and I'm gonna tell you why I did it. I found a ticket online to Medellin for $58 from New Orleans. Okay, $58 is pennies. So what I'm pretty much hoping on right now is that the borders are open and I can get there in September. Me and Johnny will be in Colombia in September. I don't know if he wants to release his dates. I'm not going to release his dates. Let's just say we'll be there around the same time together, and hopefully we can go live and you can see us in action. That's right, that Action Jackson boy. But yeah, if
And like
y'all
I
looking to
said,
get
I'll let my wife be on the show. If we go live, for a second,
that
and
that that that's even better. Y'all can actually meet his wife in person. I will say this: I have seen a picture of his wife, and I shit you not, she is a showstopper. No disrespect to you, Johnny, but she's a beautiful woman. She is every bit of a paisa. Yes,
absolutely.
if you are familiar with a paisa woman, you got you something there. And she's definitely, her features are that of a paisa woman. Her heritage is that of a paisa woman. So I'm just saying, be looking out for me and Johnny in Colombia next month. If all things work out and that border does open, we will be there, and look forward to meeting her. But from me and from Johnny, we're about to get off of here right now. It's a pleasure having all y'all on here. Hopefully y'all come back and see us again on our next show, because we will be doing another. I don't know the exact date, but I will post it and let y'all know. It will be quite entertaining, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all know that already. But at any rate, I hope all of y'all are well. Y'all stay safe. Don't Hope your family stays well as well. Stay away from the illness. And I'll see y'all again next time. Y'all have a great night. Oh, let me see. Johnny, they done labeled you, bro. That's your trademark right now. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
You are the fuck
Maybe I
off
need to get
king.
my own YouTube channel with that logo. If you don't like what I have,
Hey,
fuck off.
there you go. There you go. And it's catchy. You know, somebody trust me and believe me. You know what I'm saying? But okay, man. Y'all have a great night, and y'all take care. I hope your family is well. If you do have your passport, exercise your right to travel right now. Get up out the country. Trust me. Prices are low, and it's all good to go. Y'all take care. I'm out.